Swamiji, thank you very much for doing this. One of the questions that gets asked to every Swamini, I'm sure, is what brought you to Vedanta?
Yes.
Can you please share?
Yeah. Hari Om. As a growing girl, I joined the Satya Sai Balavihar, where my sister herself used to conduct Balavihar classes. And we used to have a weekend bhajan in our houses, Satya Sai. We are all devotees of Satya Sai Baba, and we used to attend the different functions in Puttaparthi. And then after certain age, as a young this thing, I joined the Seva of Satya Sai. We used to go to the Puttaparthi, and there we used to do the service. Service means what? That in the canteens also serving food, and then washing the plates, and the cleaning the area, cleaning bathrooms. All this Sevadal people used to do that. That I am very much happily, with all full involvement, I did the service there in Sevadal as a Sevadal member. And then Satya Sai Baba used to conduct summer classes for the college youngsters. Then 1 month is a course where all the scholars are invited there. 1 hour each professor, and then the scholar used to talk on different subjects of Vedanta, Advaita Vedanta, and different subjects. Personality making, all these things. They used to give talks, and 1 month course. After that, so we were all asked to give a talk how much we are benefited by that. So like that I used to attend summer classes there, summer course, plus Sevadal. So this is all just, though it is not a deep understanding of the culture or anything, but outlines. I got a outlines of the Vedanta, service, all these things. Since I am very much exposed to these things as an young college-going, school-going girl, then when I met Puja Swamiji, it is some kind of a culmination of my just a outline understanding, and where I can understand, go into the deeper this thing, and then study the Vedanta and understand what is Indian culture, what does it talk about, and is it possible for me to imbibe those values in me. This was my way of life. So this is something, even now I think of it, perhaps to come into this kind of a deeper studies, only that outer this thing has created a situation, given me a chance to go to that Satya Sai institutions and then do the service, and then the attendee. Though we never used to understand the Telugu properly, but hours together continuously Sai Baba used to speak about Vedanta, that to Advaita only. So that impact was already in me, that so that when I met Puja Swamiji, I came to know that this is the right person. He is my teacher. Then I could correlate all those things into when I met Puja Swamiji. Then I thought that here is my journey ends there after coming to him. Because as a school going, as a college going, so we used to get a lot of questions. So those questions were never answered by our parents or anybody in the society, because they themselves doesn't know means. Then those were the days where parents or anybody used to shut our mouth, that you are not supposed to ask this question, you are not supposed to ask that question and all. then here is the right teacher for me, that who can answer to my each and every question. Then I used to ask Puja Swamiji, Swamiji, what all questions, rubbish questions, all this thing, for each and every question you have answered. Then Swamiji used to laugh and then tell us, hey, come on, keep quiet. He used to say that. In 1979, I happened to hear Puja Swami Dayanandji's lectures in Bellary. Puja Swamiji came to inaugurate the Vijnana Mandira classes those days. So, after listening to Puja Swamiji, I was really stunned, and also I thought that here is my teacher with whom I can study Vedanta. Then immediately I went to Puja Swamiji, and Swamiji explained and made it Vedanta so easy. I never thought that this clearly and so simple, in simple words, Puja Swamiji spoke on how Vedanta is so important in each one's life. That was the one talk itself brought me the changes I could see in myself, and I thought that I came to know that this is the teacher with whom I have to study. Then immediately I went to Puja Swamiji and then told him that I want to take a course, complete course, residential course. Then that time Puja Swamiji was going to start a course in America. Puja Swamiji, without any hindrance, without any thinking, just he told me that if I am ready, he was ready to take me to America, and where I can study Vedanta in that full 3.5 years course. But then I told, no Swamiji, I want to study in India with you. Then I said, another 3 years you have to wait. Then I said, okay, I will wait for that. In the meantime, Chinmaya Mission called for 3.5 years course, residential course in Powai Vihar Lake, Mumbai. Then I didn't know anything about the Chinmaya Mission, but then I wrote a letter to Puja Swami Dayanandji. Then Swamiji told me that, okay, you join the course. Then for Brahma Sutra classes, I will join Sandipani, then I will teach you there. So I applied for the course, and then I was doubtful whether I will be selected or not. But fortunately I was selected and then asked to join the course in the month of January itself. That was in 1980. Then I told them that since I was working in the school, that school people told me that no, you can't go like this in the middle of this thing, you have to complete the academic year and then go to. Then I requested the Sandipani Ashram people that since I am working in the school, I will have to finish some of the duties and then I will join. And then they told me, okay, you can join in the March itself. Then I came to Sandipani thinking that there are so many rishis will be doing some tapas and all. Since I have read the rishis' life and how they live in Himalayas and all, I was also thinking under the impression that the rishis will be there. But when I came to know, when I entered the ashram, I came to know that people are like me only. Then I was so happy so that I can relate very easily with them. Then slowly I came to know that how difficult is a residential course means morning 4 o'clock, early morning 4 o'clock we have to get up and do some yogasanas and all those things. Slowly I am used to that kind of life for 3 years. Then in 1983, I joined Pujya Swami Dayanandji, and then we studied, I completed the study of Vedanta, Prasthanatraya. Then Pujya Swamiji asked some of the brahmacharis and brahmacharinis to come and spend some time in Rishikesh ashram. That time it was this ashram was a very small ashram, and I came to Rishikesh and then stayed here for 3-4 years. Then Pujya Swamiji asked me to go to Belgaum in Karnataka, start my teaching. That time I was feeling that still more time I wanted to spend here. But then Swamiji told me that anytime I can come back and then take a break and then come here and spend some time again. I go back to Belgaum and continue my teaching. So this is how my teaching started in Belgaum, Karnataka. And then 1992, I got Sannyasa Diksha by our Pujya Swami Dayananda Saraswati of Rishikesh, and then shifted to Dharwad in Karnataka. That's how the 25-30 years I taught for nearly 100-200 people. Then in 2000, when Pujya Swamiji started the All India Movement for Seva, as I was completely immersed in my teaching, same way Pujya Swamiji asked me to start some M for Seva, take some M for Seva projects and start doing the social work also. Since we were all so much exposed to Pujya Swamiji's teaching, I was not ready, hesitant to take up this M for Seva projects. For few years, it took me for few years to understand what Pujya Swamiji's means to start M for Seva, All India Movement for Seva. Under that, Swamiji started the free hostels all over India. So that's how my first project started in Maharashtra, Sawantwadi, Sindhudurga district. It's a small village of 800 population. In that, I have started right from purchasing a land for the building, and then we constructed the building. Then in 2005, we have inaugurated the M for Seva project for both boys and girls. Pujya Swamiji came for the inauguration, and slowly my visiting to that project, I was completely stopped teaching classes, and then in a month, 20 days I used to be there. Since the language was very new to me, I learned the language within 3 months. Marathi and then Konkani, Malwani, everything mixture it is. Then since I had an experience of teaching as a teacher, I had a very much love to teach and then train the students in Chatralayams. So I started taking classes for those children, both boys and girls. I used to teach Stotram and our Purna Vidya also, and then whatever I can make them to bring. It was a main, Pujya Swamiji's main mission was to bring the lower class and the poorer class children and the rural children into the mainstream, having taught them to our Indian culture and then the how to face the problems in their lives. And from then I came to know the effect of the Indian teaching of Indian culture to our students in their own languages. It gave a lot of effect, it made a lot of effect on the children and the students also. that I can see now the nearly 10 groups of 10 batches of 10th standard students have come out from that Sawantwadi project. And in the meanwhile, Puja Swamiji kept on asking me to adding the projects in Karnataka also. That is how now I am taking care of 7 Chhatralayams, 5 in Karnataka and 2 in Maharashtra. And each month I keep visiting and teaching, taking classes to those children and celebrating the different festivals in a year in each Chhatralayams, so that the children also take part in that and then come to know the value of our culture and also value of life, how we have to lead our life, how we have to understand the people in the family, how much care we have to take the parents, and then in turn parents also take care of the children. So this is how we could see the lot of changes in the students' life wherever I am in charge of the Chhatralayas, wherever we have started. And it brings me such a pleasure and then happiness that I can become the part of Puja Swamiji's vision to work in this for Seva. It is not that we only expect the change in the students. It also, in turn, I can also see the change in me also, that how that innocent, how effective, and then if we teach something to the children, it immediately the children can understand and catch and then try to live a successful life. Now I am very, very happy that the children who are passed out of 10th standard in Sawantwadi and then other Chhatralayas are leading a happy life, and they are also in turn helping like appointing 10 to 15 people and giving them the salaries. So this is how the whole change we can see in the society with this group of students who have studied in our Chhatralayams. This is one thing. And now in some Chhatralayams I have students from Meghalaya also, where this part of the states are completely different lifestyles they have from the other part of India. But when they come to our Chhatralayams, they learn all the bhajans and then the culture and then the festivals they celebrate, and then they actively take part in all the curricular activities in the school. This change is also something different, because in 2012 and 13 I visited Meghalaya and Tripura. I could see their parents, how they are living, what difficulties they are facing, and also the parents expressed their happiness when the children came back after 3 years. Once in 3 years, the children of Meghalaya are asked to go back to their hometown and then live with their parents. And the parents noticed the changes in their children, and also they expressed happiness that really the hostel Chhatralayam life has brought a change in them. And what else we want that? And Puja Swamiji is also very, very happy to hear this from the parents. And also, I am also very happy when I met, though the language was a barrier for us, but the love and the happiness they expressed doesn't need any language and doesn't create any barrier with me and then the parents. It really gives me a happiness, and to work with the children, those who are innocent, and where we can write something on their clean slate and bring a change in the society. And that is how the parampara, Guru Parampara, it gives me immense happiness to work with the children, and through the children we are reaching the parents and the families, and where can see the complete family can understand what is the value of our Indian culture, what does it teach to them, what does how that the value they come to know through their children. It is very, very something. It is a different, unique way of serving to the society and to the parents. In 2011, I was given one more girls Chhatralayam in Chikballapur district, Bagepalli. The village is called Pendumale, where we have started girls Chhatralayam there. The girls were from Meghalaya also, and now the girls are so happy and they help in the kitchen. They do all their work, all the Chhatralayam work, like cleaning and then keeping the atmosphere clean and celebrating all the different festivals. And one more thing is that they grow the vegetables, whatever they require for the Chhatralayams. That vegetables, they are growing different vegetables. And we have a very good atmosphere, a very good staff in that girls Chhatralayam of Bagepalli. This is one thing that I would like to share with the people, that people also should contribute to this, to bring up these children. Of course, the trust is doing it, but then we don't know. So many people want to help to this kind of organizations, but they don't know where to give, how to give, and all. And our Chhatralayams, we monthly keep sending, like me, the coordinators. There are different areas, different districts, different states. They are coordinators. They are working for the aim for Seva. And
can you tell us how many such projects are there?
Yeah, I'll tell. I'll come to that. Yeah. So in total we have 125 Chhatralayams, and then some healthcare centers are there, and some schools also. Some coordinators in some states, they are running the schools also. Like in Tamil Nadu and Madhya Pradesh, we have schools also very nicely organized and run by our Swamis, of disciples of Puja Swami Dayanandji. We are all called coordinators, regional coordinators, where we can work. We are working in a different states, like Swamis and Swaminis are there who are working as a coordinators. And these Chhatralayams, now the students who are studied in different Chhatralayams are also given option, if they want to continue their studies in graduation, whether BCom or BA, MA, BSc, they can go to Manjakudi and stay there. Hostel facilities are free, and then college fees also free, and they can study up to MSc, PhD like that. And since the Manjakudi is the Puja Swami Dayanandji's native place, and where they have a Swami Dayananda Education Society Trust is there, and hostels, aim for Seva hostels are there. They can stay there freely and study freely up to MA, MSc, MCom like that. And even BPLs also they have started in Manjakudi small village. And if the companies comes and interviews them and then offers jobs for them also. And now the students are already working in different companies, and they conduct campus interview also, like TVS and other companies, big companies. And students, our aim for Seva Chhatralayam students are already working in different places, like the TVS I told. So this is what not only that, the children has got placements in different companies. In turn, these students are helping back financially to the younger children, students also. This is one thing, though we have not requested them, they themselves have understood, since they are the beneficiaries and they want to help in turn to our Chhatralayam college students. This is one thing, without requesting, without forcing, without asking them to help us financially. Our students, M for Seva students are very happily, from wherever centers they are helping back in turn to our M for Seva students financially also. And this is what we want, that that already our M for Seva children has from all over India, they have come out, passed out 10th standard, graduation, post-graduation, and some of them are already in Air Force, some of them are in Army, like that. We are very proud that we are part of our Puja Swamiji's vision, and that vision has taken up and then already reached to Puja Swamiji's expectation. It seems that Puja Swamiji is with us, behind us, in front of us, and his blessings are there to work more and more enthusiastically for the welfare of the students, welfare of the society, welfare of the family. And I also request people should contribute in whatever way they can, in wherever they are nearby Chhatralayams. They can help, they can give tuitions, they can share their knowledge, they can share their money, or whatever they can teach the music, dance, everything, so that we can build a strong and cultured society. And this is what we can contribute from each one of us. So I request all the people, whomsoever they have a nearby Chhatralayams, they should contribute in whatever way they can contribute to our M for Seva Chhatralayams. Because Puja Swamiji always used to tell us that from consumer, that one should become a contributor. If we remain as a consumer, then we have certain duties, certain rulings towards society, towards our children, that we can only contribute. With the contribution only, Danena Adanam Tara. Puja Swamiji always used to tell us that this is what the mantra we have to understand. Our contribution should go to the society, should go to the students, so that we can build a strong nation with the good citizens. We can make them a good citizens of the country, so that we are proud to say that I am Indian. I am very, very, very proud to tell you that I am an Indian. I want to see the good country, good citizens through serving our M for Seva projects. Jai Hind.
I have a few more things.
Yeah. Okay.
Very beautiful. So what is it that parents can do for their children in terms of making them more cultured?
Nowadays, I see even in the upper class also, family, parents, they want their children to expose to our Indian culture. They want the child should learn music, dance, yoga. In all these things, I keep watching them. They want to keep busy the child even after coming back from the schools also. And a lot of schools also now has introduced yoga and our Indian culture, values. So I see a lot of schools, they have started this. And I myself keep teaching when I visit my local Chhatralayams in Karnataka. They request me, the school people request me to come and teach their students also, irrespective of the class, upper class, whatever they are. In school we don't have that kind of this thing. And lot of feedbacks is also there from the parents, that they are very happy that we can see the changes in our children. Because first of all, the parents keep away these children, that my child should be should concentrate only in the studies, academic studies. But once they are grown up, now they are coming to know that if we don't teach them in the that age group, that is 7 to 14, then it doesn't work. After that doesn't work, because they are all grown up and they have their own values, they have their own thinkings. And now they have come to know that now we have to teach the culture, music, whatever they are, right from that age, 4 to 5. I see a lot of girls and then the children right from the age of 4, 5. We see that in the television they participate in that drama, junior drama and music, little champs and all. Small children, they are so nicely, like professionals, they sing that. So it is only a gift for some students, for some children. But here in schools, we can really go to the schools and request them that we want to, whether they want it or not. By the demands of the parents, now that lot of demands, parents demand that the school should teach some yoga values and all those things, our Indian culture. So it is very, what to say that, that it's a healthy thinking, awareness they are creating. Parents themselves now, they are very choosy to send the children into such kind of schools where they teach music, dance, culture, our values, and then our Indian cultures. Those who don't have any background, definitely they should go to the local Swamijis or Swaminis or any Grihastha who is teaching this kind of values to them. Or else they have to invite that person, that Swami or Swaminis, to their apartments where 10 students, enough. We don't need any big group. 10 is enough to train them and teach them. And they should also go in search of this kind of people where they can teach to the children, and also in turn parents will also come to know that. There are examples that where even parents also sit in the Purna Vidya classes and they come to know that after that they themselves become a teacher. Like that. What we can teach to them, to our children, immediately after the bath, make them to stand and teach small stotrams like Vakratunda, Mahakaya, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu. Small shlokas are there where they don't need any education or any training for that. In each and every family, whether they want it or not, as a child, immediately after the bath, I see a lot of things on YouTube where the child cannot even pronounce it properly, and that child goes in front of the photos and then anything. They're so happy, and those people, they send it on the YouTube, this kind of videos. You can see that. That means something is going on where the parents are also want the child to be trained, means given values right from the childhood. So this we have to what we have to do the survey, whether the parents really want anything their child should be learned. And we can give them also. Locally, wherever the Swamijis are there, we have Ramakrishna Mission, we have our Arsha Vidya and Chinmay Mission. All these they are conducting classes. Since parents themselves, they are not known to know. Those parents who are known, those nana nanis are there, ajajis are there, they will teach. And where they don't know, parents themselves don't know, parents also should be should go to this kind of people where they are getting the classes. They should come to know that and then send the children or arrange something in their own locality. That they have to do that. They should feel responsible that we should give this kind of values and training to their children. Even though they are 5 or 10, whatever it is, they should organize classes. They should organize. Yeah.
So what is the role of Seva in a person's life?
In a person's life. That's what I do.
Seva.
Yeah. See, we have a Rishi Runa, Pitru Runa, Deva Runa. This is what Puja Swamiji says that. If we don't share whatever we have, we are called stingy people. Shastra itself calls them, that fellow is a stingy. That is how we are taught that to share. Without teaching this that you have to share. So in those days, in a family, 10, 12, our cricket team used to be there. We are all brought up in such a way that always we are grown up having taken the old clothes of our sisters, elder sisters. For the younger ones, they never used to buy because that a big, huge team used to be there. That is how we are taught sharing, that we have to share. So the special teaching was not required those days. That we understood that we have to, whatever we have to share. So nowadays, if I am alone, frankly telling you, I can't eat one fruit without sharing at least 2 pieces. If I eat that, I feel that I am a thief. I have not shared something to the other people. That's how I think. That is how we have to always, nowadays if one child is there, whatever the child wants, that is fulfilled. At any cost, that desire should be fulfilled. And parents also think that whatever my child demands, that I have to give. But that is not fair. That child should be taught right from the childhood to share that. Then the child will come to know, oh, whatever I have, I should share. Without sharing, I should not eat. That value, that child comes to know that, So that's how the sharing, contribution, the contributor, that this runam is completed. That we are free of runam. This Pitru Runa, that always by doing shraddha, offering, and then the Seva means a service wherever it is required. By seeing the old man is struggling, man or woman is struggling, we just go away like that, overlook that. So we are never conscious of what is happening around us. We don't watch. But the person, when we see the person is, he or she may not ask us to do that, but we have to understand, that help is required there. So this is something, is a special, unique, this thing that we are caring. The Seva means caring. That we are caring the society, what's happening around. We should see that, we should understand. Whether they ask it or not, that we have to understand and then care. That is Seva. Classes of Pramanas. Perhaps on this topic, no Swami Ji was very, very clear about these Pramanas, except our Swamiji itself. So that is how the Vedanta, always people thought that we have to do Shravana and then do lot of sadhana, and then only we can get this Sakshatkara, all this blah 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 blah. But when I heard Pujya Swamiji talking about the pramanas, this is one thing where we have to understand very, very clearly before we study the Vedanta. That is especially Upanishad. You know, that something is a uniqueness of the great teacher who can make the students to understand, whether they are students or whomsoever they are. So the subject matter is made easy to understand and assimilate that. So for that, to assimilation of this Vedanta is pramanas are very, 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 very important role in each one sadhaka's, each one student's life. If we understand pramanas, then Vedanta is understood. Otherwise, no. This uniqueness of Vedanta, pramanas talking, and then the uniqueness of teaching the Karma Yoga. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Nobody can make clear except Pujya Swamiji on this Karma Yoga. It's all misunderstood by right from those early ages to this. Very, very misunderstood. Pujya Swamiji also used to say that. Very, 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 very misunderstood shloka. That's all. So these two things, you know. Even today I wonder if I go through those notes, I have taken each word of Pujya Swamiji's Pramana talks and I made a fair note of it. Even today I read that. It's something new. It's something new. So otherwise it is not so easy to understand Vedanta. Anybody can say that I did nothing. Only Pujya Swamiji can make us to understand. And people, Swamiji used to say that, Manda Madhyama Adhikari. So we don't know where we are. We have to find ourselves where we are. If we don't understand Pramanas, then I will say that Manda Adhikari. If we understand Pramanas of Pujya Swamiji's, then we are really can become a Uttama Adhikari. This is how one uniqueness of Pujya Swamiji's teaching even today brings me how Swamiji can assimilate and then bring that, see those things. Now those days Pujya Swamiji used to say Shankara without any computer, without any this thing, media, he could bring out the solution to the Vedanta, this thing, by handling this Upanishad, writing the Bhashya to all the Prasthana Traya. And today's this thing, Pujya Swamiji is the one, the Shankara Avatara only, I can say that, who made it Vedanta very, 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 very easy. Like Nesta Amalakavat, it is. Really it is. Even today I appreciate, I really wonder to his teachings. Hats off to his. And I feel myself to be a student, disciple of Pujya Swamiji. Proudly I can say that I have done lot of punya. It is all the Ishvara's blessings and Pujya Swamiji's anugraha that I have, I have walked up to this point. You can ask which point. There's no point. But then I feel that I have walked through a different difficult points and then crossed with the help of Pujya Swamiji's teachings, with the anugraha of Swamiji only. I also pray that each one should get a guru like Swamiji. And I'm sure that Swamiji has already created a second line, third line, creating that. And it is a unique this thing that our Janma is Sarthaka. That we could get such a great teacher who has created a parampara there, Guru Shishya parampara only, that he has contributed, he has presented, he has given a good teachers to the world.
What is the sadhana that worked for you, and what is it you would suggest for a Vedanta student? Especially people who are living in cities and attending classes.
See, my sadhana, it is not that something greatness I want to talk about myself. It is only shraddha in Guru Vakya. Whatever he said, whatever difficulty it may be, I did it. Because I discovered a great teacher in him, that shraddha only works. When he start teaching Tato Bodha, that shraddha. And even Kaivalya Upanishad, Shraddha Bhakti Dhyana Yoga Davaihi. Shraddha in Guru Vakya, in Shastra Vakya, and Shraddha in myself. That I can go with the help of his teaching. Whatever he says, that there is something truth is there. So that Shraddha only brought to me to this level. And that I see that Shraddha only continues me to be in this path. And people who are attending classes, I really request them that they have Shraddha in their own teacher. Each one should have a teacher, Vedanta teacher, and they should have a Shraddha, that Shraddha only, and Bhakti in Ishvara. These two things can take you to that. So one can ask that, how will you come to know that you have reached? Why reaching? The very road itself is a Ananda. Why do you need the end of it? How do you know that there is an end? In the end there is a Vedanta. Ananda, no. I don't say that. Puja Swamiji also used to say that. The very road itself is Ananda. What to talk about the end? Why do you need the end? The very day-to-day life, morning when you get up, you have one more day for your thing. Then you should be happy. I have one more day. And you have got a teacher. And you should feel that you are so blessed by Lord, by Ishvara, that you have got such a good teacher there, Vedanta teacher there. That you should always have a Shraddha. That Shraddha only takes you to it. Nothing else. I don't believe in other sadhanas. That Shraddha only. Whatever may be the other people they talk about, you don't do that, you don't. No, I have Shraddha in him. Whatever may be the difficult this thing, if he says no, no. Do it, yes. This has worked in me. I hope this will work with others also. If you have Shraddha in Shastra, have Shraddha in Guru, then no sadhana is required for you. Of course, you have to do little bit sadhana. That little bit itself is a big thing. Swamiji used to say one story, that in some places that he could see, the Bhakta could see the footprints. In some places he couldn't see the footprints. Then Lord, when he was carrying him, then he asked, what is that? So I have crossed with all difficulty in my path, I don't see footprint somewhere. Then Lord said, it seems that, hey, you are foolish fellow, you don't know that. It was so difficult for you to cross that. I made you to cross those things. That's why there is no footprints. That's what we have. Then I feel that I don't ask this kind of question. Suppose if I happen to meet God, I don't ask, because I will tell him I had shraddha in my guru. This is what. Shraddha means complete surrenderness. Those people also, however they are highly intellectual, one or the other day they have to surrender either to the Lord or to the teacher. May not be externally they show that, internal at least. This is what my estimate. No, they have, but their ego stops them. That ego, that I know everything, that I can understand, that I can say. That is different, that. One day or the other, they have to surrender to this.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Hari Om.